Hello everybody, I'm going to show you a tutorial video. It's my first one I've ever made, so bear with me, of my how to make gold event. People have been able to make them, and I know that it's not the best because it's really mainly me talking. So I'm actually going to show you how to make gold, and you can watch this whenever you want. So you can do this in any town. I just prefer to do this in Vardenfell. I prefer to do this in Vivec City and over in this zone here. And it's going to be a system I'm going to show you guys about. So the main things you're going to want to have, and when you start off you're not going to have all the skills, but the skill you're going to want to level up and focus on is going to be the Ledger Main. Mainly because you do get the chance of sneak 40%, but this is what you're going to want. You're going to want to successfully pickpocketing by 50%. You're also going to want Trafficker to increase the number of items you can fence. And the other ones are actually really nice because you will get a lot of bounties. So you are going to want these. Now the first thing that I like to do is you're always going to want to steal. I used to make money before doing this, but the reason why I like to steal in Vardenfell or Vivec City in general is because you have a chance to get motif pages. Every single time you have a chance to steal, you have a chance to get these. Telvanni and Redoran, and there's another one called House Palalu, H-L-A-U-U, something like that. And these can sell for about 10 to 15K. Now, depending on your success rates, I have 100% chance first time out like that. Yours will be lower if you haven't leveled them up, so you're going to have to use your own judgment. As you can see, the second time is a 90% chance. So you're going to have to determine how many times you can pickpocket. You can pickpocket up to 3 times before the pockets are empty. I like to pickpocket twice and then kill for the third one. If you don't have the Dark Brotherhood storyline, you can't do that. And then you can loot their dead body. And I basically go out through Vardenfell and I go through here. I like pickpocket this guy. I'm not going to pickpocket him 3 times, but yeah, I'll hit him. And eventually, if you have enough pickpocketing, or if your pickpocket success is very high, you have a chance to steal from guards. Not at a 100% rate though. It's only going to be a 90% chance, and I succeeded. The number one thing to know about when you're pickpocketing is to know your exit routes. If I was to got caught from this guy here, you're going to want to jump in the water. I never pay my bounties. You always got to know your exit route. So if you're looting someone here, and you get caught from these guys, you're going to want to jump over the water. You don't want to get caught. Because if you get caught with some stolen items in your inventory, let's say you looted one of these, but it's still stolen, like these are. Where are they at? These. If it's still stolen, they will take those away from you. So you're going to want to make sure that you're not getting caught. Jump over the railing and then swim in the water. And you're basically stealing around. You're going to steal from people in here. Just make sure you're watching for the guards. You can steal up over here. I'm over here now, and you can kind of steal all the way around. I go to this whole area, and you just rinse and repeat. Once you get caught, or if you're like me and you have a high success rate, and there's a very low chance of you getting caught. Not to say that I don't get caught. I do get caught because I do steal from guards. Once you get enough, I'm going to jump in here. Once you steal enough over there, then you can take this to a fence. I'm going to show you where the Outlaws Refuge in Vivec City is. And again, like I said, you can do this in any zone. I just do it here and prefer here because there is a chance to get motif pages here. But if you don't have Morrowind, which I feel like a lot of people do, it's a great place. So once you go ahead and do that, you're going to want to head to this refuge. And let's say you have a 500 bounty. My bounty goes away pretty fast. But if you have a 500 bounty or even a 100, 200 bounty, which is pretty common if you're starting out for a beginner, you're going to have to wait probably about an hour. So in that hour, what you're going to want to do is swim over to the Outlaws Refuge, and you're going to want to fence your items. Now the reason why I say you want to have the Trafficker is because you can see that I have 6 items sold already out of 140. You're going to start off with 60. Every person starts off with 60 unless they level Trafficker up. The reason why you want that is because you get more money. You can get about 10 to 20K depending on the items that you steal a day from a max 140. This doesn't include any of the items you find when you're playing the game. Like if you empty your inventory after a dungeon run, you can easily make 10 to 20k there. So if you empty your inventory with 140 stolen goods, you can make 10 to 20 there, plus another 10 to 20 from just playing the game, plus another 15k or so from the motif pages that I have. I kept those from a previous run. I didn't get them this time, unfortunately. I just kept them so you guys know what they look like. And once you get that, I know I only made 814 gold off of that, but once you get about 3,000 gold, what you can do is you can go to these guild traders. Any guild trader will work. You don't have to go to these ones in Vardenfell per se. But you're just going to go, and I'll show people here who haven't been to a guild trader if this lady will stop walking.
Is there
You're going to want to go to Guild Store,
wait.
and you're going to want to go to Other. And then Bait's going to be the first one that comes up. Don't worry about anything else. And you're going to go Square to Submit. This one doesn't have any bait, so I'll go to this one. Okay. And that's actually not what you want. Okay, crawlers for that much is really expensive. Basically what I'm trying to tell you, when you get about 3 to 4k, you can get crawlers for a pretty nice price. There you go. So look at, so you want to go and use your money for crawlers. 2,200, 2,500, 3,000, these are really good prices. The reason why you buy crawlers instead of anything else because they are the most common type of bait. And you can make more money off those. So once you fence all your stuff, you can take your crawlers, and I go to Vardenfell because a lot of people who don't fish or find it confusing to what bait to use. This zone right here, all of this is all foul water. Foul water uses crawlers, which is why we use crawlers, because we're gonna fish right in over here. Now, I'm not gonna take you over there at the moment, just for time constraints, but yeah, anything over here is gonna be foul water. Just know this over here. And what you're looking for, whenever you fish in the game, you will have a chance to get, once I find it, a chance to get an item called Perfect Row, something like that. And you can sell these for 10k, 10 to 12k roughly. So you take the money you get from stealing, from the items that you go to the fence, and you buy crawlers. Then you use those crawlers, and then you go over to the zone that I told you about, right in over here, and you're gonna fish. You can get Perfect Row about every 1 to 100 fish, maybe 2 in 100 fish, depending on your luck. If you're really lucky, you can probably get 3. So per a stack of 200 fish, you're probably looking at anywhere between 1 to 3 fish, or 1 to 3 Perfect Row, sorry. Another thing that you're gonna want to do is anytime that you're, like let's say I was walking over there. I don't typically do this too much, but if you're wanting to, is make sure you loot everything that you see. Any ore, any runestones, any clothing, just go ahead and pick them up. And I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. Once I find one, of course. Like I said, again, guys, you can do this in any zone. I honestly prefer the locale of Vardenfell. It's one of my favorite places, and I stay here way too often. But I'm not even seeing any. But yeah, anything that you see that's ore, wood, and actually this right here is foul water. If there is a spot there, and look, there's actually a thing right here. So go ahead and get that. So this isn't anything too special, but you can get that. So now we can go ahead and get this. So anything that you find on the ground over here can be profitable. That isn't too profitable. Like a stack of Ancestor Silk, raw Ancestor Silk. If you get Ancestor Silk in a stack of 200 unrefined Ancestor Silk, it goes for about 18k. The best place to do this would be Craglorn, and the reason why you want to do this in Craglorn is Craglorn has better resource nodes. It has more nodes in less places. So anything over here is a great place because you also have a chance of getting an item called Fortified Nirncrux, which is a special item from picking up resource nodes. That goes about 7-8k. And you can also get the potent Nern Crux, which a potent Nern Crux goes for, I think, 17, 18k, could be even more. So just like stealing, if you go ahead and pick up resource materials in Craglorn, you have a chance to get extra money on the side. So if you're going to go do resource farming, I would recommend you do it in Craglorn. Again, you can resource farm anywhere, you can fish anywhere. I just prefer to do my stuff in Vardenfell. That's just where I stay. But yeah, all this right here is foul water. There's no holes open right now. Let's see if I can find one. And it looks like I'm not seeing any at the moment. But yeah, see, this water is really dirty, so you can go ahead and just stay here. And there's another one, but I'm not going to get it because that troll's probably going to see me. And another thing that you can do, if for people that actually craft and don't want to sell unrefined stacks of items, what you can do is you can always get these items like right here. So what you can do, something that's really profitable, is tempering alloys. Tempering alloys go for about 8 to 9k per. And I'm gonna get it. Son of a... Okay, so basically tempering alloys go for about 8 to 9k. So the more you get, so basically this right over here basically had me at, 25, 27,000, depending if you're zone selling it or putting in a trader. Wax doesn't go for that much. It's about 4 to 5k, probably on the line of 4k. Not too profitable. If you have any Kuda, I don't have any Kuda. Those go for about 4 to 5k. And then rosin, if I'm correct in saying, if I can find it, rosin I think is about 7,000, maybe like 6 to 7,000. You can refine your materials, and you can go ahead and have a chance to get these golden items. But this is basically what I do. I honestly just kind of run this whole route. I start my day in Vardenfell. I go through my thieving routes here, and I put them in my guild. I steal. I get my motifs. Once I get caught, or once I get done with that zone, and I have to wait for the pockets to refill, I go fence my items. Then I go buy crawlers if I don't have crawlers on me, which I still have some. And then I go fishing. I go fishing over in this zone right here, all this area. And then if I want to, if I'm feeling like it, I'll pick up resource materials while I'm here. But if I really feel like I want resource material, I'll go to Craglorn. I typically don't go to Craglorn too often, but it's a zone that you can do if you're, if that's your thing. Some people don't like fishing, and I understand that, which is why I give them multiple outlets. If you also have Clockwork City, I do recommend going to Clockwork City, which you can go by zooming all the way out to the Arbus. And it's going to be right over here. There's going to be a quest right here by this way shrine. And there's going to be a daily quest there. You have to complete like a quest or something in the main town. But you can look those up online, and you have a chance to get motif pages. Those are the brand new motif pages, and you can get 15 to 20k for those motif pages. It's more on the low end of 15. Some people will pay 20, but you can get them 15. It's just a random chance to get them. So, and I know not everybody has it, where most people have Vardenfell, Morrowind already. That right there concludes the how to make gold. It's really simple and straightforward. I figured I'd make this instead of having people do my gold events, and if you can't make it, you can just watch this video. And if you are feeling like you want to get into the spirit of stealing, you can go into your appearance section and put on your costume, if you have it, your Thieves Guild leathers, and you can run around the town this way. That way you feel like you're doing some more sneaks. You only get this costume if you do the Thieves Guild quest line, which I do suggest you do. It's over here, right in Hughes Vein, and it's a great way to get these right here. This counterfeit pardon edict. This right here is really good. I have 155 of these, and every single time I get a bounty, I can actually take it off because I have it. You get these in the Thieves Guild's quest lines and repeatable quests over there. So I really recommend you do that. And I'll have another video about some Thieves Guild questing too. If you have any questions about this video, you can always reach out to me, and I'll be more than happy to answer and clear up any any questions that you have. So thank you and enjoy the video.